Synth TV.
Hey everybody, it's your guest reviewer JB here for Synth TV. Today we're going to be looking at an album by Dax Pierson, Nerve Bumps. Before we get started, I want to ask you to please subscribe to this channel for more cultural content coming out regularly. And please consider underwriting the efforts here. There are links to Patreon and Ko-Fi right there. See that? Right there below. All right, Dax Pierson, Nerve Bumps. A Queer Divine Dissatisfaction is the title of the album, the full title. Dax Pierson, for those who don't know him, a fixture on the San Francisco Bay Area new music scene. This is an album of his new compositions, electronic music. This is put out by Ratskin Records, who were wonderful enough to comp us a copy of this. We've been enjoying this for the past few days. This is an amazing collection of stuff. As I said, it's Dax's stuff. It's electronic in nature. Dax plays all of the instruments on it, did all of the compositions, did the mixing, the sound design, this sort of thing like this. It brings to mind, to me, it reminds me sort of the very later Cabaret Voltaire things, or the Richard H. Kirk kind of solo thing, Sweet Exorcist, some of the things in that kind of realm, or maybe even some of the things that were on Warp Records. Some of the timbres there and some of the rhythms remind me a little bit of things that we heard via Warp Records. Maybe Square Pusher at times, a little less frantic than Square Pusher, but you know what I'm talking about, in that general vicinity. You know what I'm talking about? That little neighborhood of music. That's where this thing lives comfortably. The thing that I really, really enjoyed about this music is many times when you listen to these electronic programmed things like this, things get a tendency to go in 4/4 rhythms and kind of squared off chord progressions that we've heard many times, which are wonderful, but you know, sometimes, you know, you want something a little bit more. And that's what you get with this one. This was amazing to me because it wasn't just 4/4 all the time. You know, I heard one tune was in 7, you know, one tune had kind of a compound meter thing going on, shifting back and forth. And some of the chord progressions, there were really interesting harmonic things going on with this thing at times. Lots of boutique electronic sounds to tickle the ear. Amanda has a little bit more information on some of the sounds that you heard there, and so we'll go over to her. Take it away, Amanda!
Thanks, JB. Now, Dax Pierson uses quite a variety of electronic musical instruments and other technologies on this album. Among those are the virtual instruments from Arturia. Now, of course, we have reviewed those instruments many times here on the channel. I'm going to put a link to those right up here. He also uses the Moog Minitaur and virtual instruments from the Roland Cloud. However, the heart of his system is the iPad, which he uses to control these virtual instruments, as well as Ableton Live. Among the apps he uses for this purpose is Touchable, which allows real-time control of MIDI devices as well as Ableton Live, iOS drum machines like Patterning and MV08, synthesizers like Troublemaker and Poison 202, and Ohm for putting it all together. And now back to you, JB.
So yeah, wrapping it up, Dax Pierson, Nerve Bumps, an incredible album, uplifting electronic music, good for the ear, good for the soul, something that, you know, brings you on a journey, takes you somewhere, and elevates you, uplifts you. You feel good after listening to it. I know I sure did. You know what I mean?
To find out more about Nerve Bumps by Dax Pierson, please visit Ratskin Records Bandcamp page and check out the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Synth TV.
You are watching Synth TV.